You already know who it is. DJ Khaled. The fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy The Goods, and we are here for episode number 23, I just checked, of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we came back here to Lisa Basil. Her fine ass. Like, eat her fucking tuker, bro. And there's what we're supposed to talk to her about, Glenn's troubles. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if we have enough evidence, because I don't remember if I even attempted last time. But what I do know is that we can make an attempt. So, let's go ahead and see if we can break her 3 psych locks. I don't know why she's hiding this from us. This is my girl right here. Bullshit. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in?
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service.
What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Okay, so we know it's none of this shit. I'm gonna assume it's this. Yeah.
What is that?
A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones.
With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral.
Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell?
But what is the relevance of these tickets?
The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time.
Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets.
Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own.
You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? Oh. What? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? They better fucking heal me, dude, or else I'm redoing this whole thing. The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. It's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps.
No! You're right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000.
Yeah, but
it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Oh, right. This is the part where meet with the tiger, yeah. Mr. Elg met with someone on the day he was killed. He even made a note on his calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger.
What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest Glenn Elg was meeting with him to discuss his debt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But I've never heard anything about this tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger.
No programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such messed up logic? Okay, so now we then show her Furio Tigre. He's 78. Oh, did we get her age? 25. She's older than I am. And she's with age 42 Furio Tigre? Insane. That's fucking wild. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. I'm fucking stumbling.
No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think.
$100,000? Ouch.
But I heard they won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. What if he hadn't won? What was his plan then?
Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talents?
I suspect he was talking about programming.
What computer program's worth $100,000?
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
I'm so close to cracking her. Yeah, I wish I was. I cracked the fuck out of her, dude. Anyways, the program in question is not here in the Peoples, but it's here in MC Bomber. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber! No! Ah. There we go. Okay, yeah, it does heal you, yeah. Like I said last time. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer.
But it had been infected with the gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky.
Risky? How?
Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations.
Where do you come up with these ideas? Alright, hold on. So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market.
Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change.
This date, December 3rd, that is marked in his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts.
Potentially worth millions of dollars. We're gonna need to, like, prove that later. Guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Okay.
Use the trash can, Nick!
That's crazy. Okay, so we should be good, and this takes us back to Tribulations, which then does this. Okay, yeah. I'm following the plot.
Bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return! Mr. Armstrong!
Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you fellas.
Ah, it's in Yope!
Who you calling Zinio?
Ah!
Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now! Uh-oh, I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it! That girl's dumber than an eggplant! Yous wanna know what's said? I'll tell yous what's said, and it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power cause she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad! I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get that $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2! Yo, he's jacked as fuck.
Oui.
Mr. Armstrong?
Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him.
Damn, we're getting our shit rocked. Ugh. That really hurt. Is that all you's got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get the lighter. Wait! Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. I'm about to die. I was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Yeah! Detective Gumshoe! The detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe! Keep it together! You guys, get out of here! Leave this guy to me! But... Go, pal, and take this! If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe!
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind!
Yo, Gumshoe always comes clutch! I love Gumshoe so much. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tender Lender's going down. Yo, real shit? Real shit? Gumshoe's our guy. Gumshoe is our fucking boy, dude. Oh my god. That was clutch. I thought we were gonna fucking die, dude. I thought we were cooked. About to go to this with full health, too. I didn't get fucked with fucking Lisa Basil, dude. It's crazy. I don't even know what her name is like a pun for, because they all have puns and shit, you know?
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, Maggie.
So, what do you think's going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery.
That's true. and we still haven't solved a single part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination.
Why don't I believe you?
It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat.
Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
I feel like that's pretty close to her voice.
Hey, pal!
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
How did you know she was stressed?
I was watching through the doorway.
Oh.
You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help.
Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing.
Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles.
This is the small bottle that turned up in Tribulations' kitchen a couple of days ago.
Wow, look at all these neat little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
We finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it the poison?
I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently.
For ears? You mean...
Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum.
What was Glenn Elk's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Unidentified fingerprints. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Yeah, anything on that?
Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but...
It's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today. Got it?
Today's trial. Gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor.
Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued by a number of problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick?
Ha! Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
You've lost me already, Mr. Godot.
Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions?
You know the answers to these riddles? The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in here. He was throwing us off the scent. And today I'll prove it.
Very well. Let the first witness take the stand.
God fucking damn. I don't want to talk to him. And you are?
Oh, bonjour, everyone! I am Sean Armstrong, the owner and head chef of La Tribulations restaurant. Enchanté!
Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman?
Ooh la la, bonsoir! As you can see, I am la pert and perky gentleman, no?
On the day of the incident, you were in Tribulations' kitchen. Isn't that right?
With you, bonsoir! Everything feels right.
Fucking guy, dude. Ha! Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
Very well. Your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Tribulations.
Oui, volunteers.
At Tribulations. God.
When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco at that day. I like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the ebris, and the glasses. He would have seen everything in reverse, no?
I can't do this. I can't do this. Mirror?
Oui, au grand mirror. La most enormous mirror.
I can't do this. I can't. I really fucking can't, dude. I'm not gonna be able to figure this out. I'm too stupid. I've done it once before, unaided. And I might do it again. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
I don't want to. You ever thought about that? Maybe I don't want to! Guilty! Looking on his smug little face, he's guilty! Motherfucker, I can't! Oh my god. Hold it. And who are the 2 customers exactly?
May, of course, the young man who died, and the other not-so-young man.
You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume.
What about the other man Maggie saw? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
But
We need some hard evidence first before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Okay. So, we're gonna ask about this. You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, bonsoir?
Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before?
But I did just a few moments ago.
excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decoction?
No. Art Deco is a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing.
Ah, yes, of course, that deco.
I was trying to achieve a effeminate look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la decor.
Okay, that doesn't fucking help. How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Both something like 4 meters wide and, about 2 meters high.
Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard. Holy glass in a frame, that's huge!
I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually.
The ceiling? Why was there a mirror on the... Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember.
Mais non, but I decided not to go through with that in the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror? I need to press harder. I need details on the mirror so I can, get him. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
But...
Objection. You didn't ask, Trite. You only have yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
What?
A mirror was delivered to Tribulations the day before the incident.
Really?
As Mr. Armstrong testified, he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Tribulations, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Ha! If you want to doubt someone, Trite, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough.
So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
It doesn't fucking help. But that's a good point, though. It doesn't prove shit at all. So hold on, let's press him on this. Normally, I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Objection. Normally? How does normality come into this? That's lame, Trite, even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer and the top-knot chick over there? And the ungodly ghoul guy with the mask over here. Well, trite.
Not the hair.
I do not have a top knot.
Mr. Godot is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument.
Bien, logic has one letter.
Okay, to be fair, he fucking clocked him, dude. He's like, that's weird. I don't understand. And he's like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Look at you. Look at your girl. Weird. Look at that's so funny.
Okay, hold on.
Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse?
Oi. Hey, Nick, you should take a second think about what old CD said in his testimony.
How did he phrase it again?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said on the left was actually on the right, huh?
And that clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it? Huh. It's kind of hard to believe everything, the fault of a mirror, but...
Do you think old CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper.
Okay, so hold on. Naturally, I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna just use the first slot here. So, I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking, that has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do, we're not there yet. What I want to get to, right, is... He had to have been holding it in his right hand. So if he would have seen it on his left... I feel like the floor plan's the answer, because if you check the floor plan, if he was sitting, hold on, I'm not gonna. If he was okay, if you see the table right under the X, right, like if you go down on the screen, that table there, if there was a big fucking mirror, like how would he have seen anything? The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. I mean. I'm gonna present that. Yeah, okay, I was right. Because if he wore it on his left, then it would have been on his right. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. No question, you can look me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
So, to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in the mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactement. You see, bonsoir. Now that you think about it, it is not so hard, non?
Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Why is he stanced up like that?
Order! Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
Objection. How bitter. Troy, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks?
You remember this, I presume? The I broke the vase sorry apology letter. I mean, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elk?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elm's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear. Ha! Well tried. That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever.
Wow, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. Godot's good.
I would have done the voice if I'd known it was a good impression.
Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like a boil of contradiction you found is just a rash.
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. Also, we haven't even used the floor plan yet, so it has to come up.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant.
Yeah, okay. Literally, I was right.
Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably? The mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen the image of la victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victim. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I feel like there's a very easy contradiction.
I see no problems with that explanation we've just heard. From the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could not have seen the victim in the mirror.
What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the men like this.
Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there.
I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volunteers, of course.
So,
very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please.
I have two ways I can go about this. One,
If he didn't touch anything else, I can mention the lottery ticket. Two, I can try and use the vase to say that he's full of shit. So, middle of the restaurant, there's only one seat, you could have seen the victim. Which, to be fair, it's like not fucking true. Okay, hold on. So, save the game.
go ahead and save in every slot just so we made it to the next fucking section. So, I want to try the immediate thing first. There's no way they're going to let me do it. I don't think they're going to let me do it. Yeah, they're not going to let me do it. Because I don't have the other thing. I don't have the other one. So hold on. I guess, okay, let's just press everything. So run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct?
Oui.
Oui? Really? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't have put a mirror there. It would be in the way. Objection. Look who's talking, trite. Huh? You're obstructing my view, among other things.
But, this is my seat in the courtroom.
Trebian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing a mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way. Unlike you, trite.
I tell you, monsieur, the mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant.
I mean, I guess. And where would that be?
Oh la la, look at how you lean towards me. I always attract the younger boys. Maybe I should keep you in suspense a little longer.
Mr. Armstrong, tell the court what you know at once.
I attract the older ones too, you know. Handsome. Shall I tease you too?
I'm already seeing a very hot someone, so I'm afraid you'll be waiting for a long time.
I bet she has mocha cream skin and a cappuccino perfume. Bien, I will tell you. There was only one seat from which you could have seen.
Okay, so... Fuck, this is insane. Oh, we're at like 30 minutes. Alright, hold on. Let me like save the game here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time where we continue this and finish the cross-examination. But for now, we get the fuck up out.